Working mothers around the world know all too well the struggle of achieving a work-life balance. And in the U.S., there's new data shedding light on just how tough their juggling act has become and its toll on their mental health. Let's take a closer look at how women today balance life and work. And joining us to discuss that is Yan Liang, the chair professor in economics at Willamette University. Always great to see you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Elaine. Good to talk to you.
Well, I guess the question is there such a thing as work-life balance? Because in recent years, the past decade or so, I would say, there has been this larger discussion with women in the workplace. And the question of, can they have it all? Can they have the career? Can they have the home life and be present for their family? What is your take on that?
Right. So I definitely think, the answer is yes, because we know, the economy, the society is people's making, right? We need to build institutions. We need to change the culture that would allow women to better balance their life and work. And we know that according to this report, which basically, is based on the 2000 surveys between February 2023 and October 2024. So it kind of gives a really nice picture, after the pandemic. We know that in this report, women, 51% of women, they report they feel stressed a lot during the day compared to only 39% of men. And 42% of working women said that, their job has extremely negative impact on their mental health, and versus only 37% of men that report that. So what it means is that we have a quite toxic work culture, I would say, that take a toll on people's mental health, not only for men but women, and I think other genders as well. But also I think women also for more sort of fall victim to the kinds of imbalance between work and life. So just to go back to your question, is there anything to be done? And I think yes. I think there are things that the companies, right, the work organizations could change the policies and really cultivate a culture that emphasize well-being. But societal-wise and policy-wise, we could also implement policies that ensure we have more accessible, affordable, and also efficient and reliable kind of childcare. And I think all of these could help to improve the work-life balance for both genders, but also for women particularly.
Right, this report was specific to the United States. You mentioned this toxic work culture. There's this workaholic sort of mentality, I feel, that is here in the United States. Do you have the sense that this work culture is prevalent in other regions of the world as well? It seems that places perhaps in Europe, maybe the stress level isn't so high, there is more of a balance. Globally, what is your take?
Right. I think, unfortunately, this is not unique to the United States. Although we heard from the reporter, the childcare issues, the high cost and the shortages of healthcare facilities seem to be even more prominent in the United States and other OECD countries. But I think that many countries are struggling with the same issues. We see, in China, there is the 996 culture that, people work for long hours and, work very hard, was very stressful, also work culture. And I think in Europe, this is also increasingly becoming the case and the trend. So I think, in a sense, this is the broader culture that really emphasizes, work over, life, and also, less flexible work schedules and so on and so forth. So I think for the United States, particularly, things could be improved. As the reporter talked about, over half of the women reported that they want to have more flexible work schedule, and yet only 25% of them report that their work schedule actually match with their desires, their needs. And so I think, at the work organization level, there could be improvements. But again, go back to this idea that I think both, when we hear in the campaign trail, both candidates and also now, I think President-elect Trump and his, Vice President-elect talked about that they are going to help to improve, childcare and other sort of care system. So hopefully, things could be improved. If it's not, swiftly, but at least gradually in the United States,
sure,
as well as elsewhere.
I know I'm guilty of bringing my work home. I mean, with emails and text messages, you could theoretically be at work, even at home. Tell us more about the women and the second shift phenomenon.
Yeah, you're not alone. Apparently, according to this survey, 17% of women said they have to deal with some personal and family obligations at work. And then 18% of them said they also need to take care of work issues outside of the working hours. So I think this is quite typical of a working mother or just a general, working woman. So I think, again, to change the kinds of culture, we need to have more balanced, lifestyles, right? So again, the flexibility is the key, but also a lot of the support system, I think, is also essential. In the sense that if we can have a more reliable healthcare system, a better, public school system and better, education system, pre-care and so on and so forth, I think this would really help to take the burden of women. So you're right, the double shift is women, they not only have to work just like, working adult men, but they also have to take care of family responsibilities. As a matter of fact, I think the survey showed that 64% of the women who have children who strongly believe that they are the parent or guardian that are expected to address unexpected childcare issues. And for men, only 22% of that. So this is about 3-to-1 ratio that women really think, with the sort of social norms, right, this cultural norm, that they are the main responsible bearer, right, for childcare issues. So again, this is a work culture issue. This is also a broader societal cultural issue, and this needs to be changed gradually, with some institutional support.
Right. I mean, someone's got to make the doctor's appointments, the play dates, communications with the teachers.
Soccer practice.
Exactly. All of the other stuff. It definitely is a second job. Despite all the progress, though, that women have made in the workplace, there are still some gender biases at the office when it comes to women in leadership roles. And we see this also in the political sphere as well, women in leadership roles. What do you think it'll take to sort of change the mentality, and not just women climbing the ladder successfully, but to really have people listen to her and listen to what she has to say?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this report shows very well that working mothers with children are roughly twice as likely than men to reduce the working hours or delay their promotion because of family or personal obligations. So to change that, again, of course, we need to somehow change the culture, right? This culture of the working mother penalty, that when women become mother, they will engage less at work and they're going to be less responsible. So I think, at that cultural level, at the mentality level, we need to change. We need to present the facts. We need to show the evidence that that's not the case. And then again, I think going back to this idea that we need to support women, right, through tangible, actual policies that would provide affordable, accessible childcare, reliable childcare, so then women don't have to, take time off of the work or, be the first responder to their children's unexpected, incidents and whatnot, and they don't have to refuse a promotion opportunity because they worry that, they have to take on more family responsibilities. So I think all of this are important, change the culture, change the policies, change the work culture, promote more, well-being, so prioritize the well-being at work. I think all of these are very important. And again, I think, this is not sort of due to altruistic reasons that this work culture needs to be changed, because we know from evidence that women who strongly agree that are able to, have the life-work balance, are 50% more likely to thrive in their life, more than twice as much likely to be engaged at work, and also 38% less likely to change jobs and look for job hopping. So I think all of this will help to improve efficiency and actually help to contribute more to the workplace. So it is really a win-win to really improve life-work balance for women.
Yep, add that self-care in that list as well. Yan Liang, always great to see you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.